In 1936, the Mascot Gold Mine's 150-ton per day mill was put into operation. An aerial tramway was installed to carry 3-ton buckets of ore from the main adit, the 4,800 level, a half-kilometer vertically above, along a 1.6-kilometer cable.
So right away, you can see here, this looks like where they would divert water. Looked just like deadfall, but wasn't too far up the road. There's another foundation here. Old foundation. This one's definitely a lot bigger.
Battery-powered locomotives hauled ore cars along an 18-inch narrow gauge track from the mine to the storage hoppers. It was then loaded from the hoppers into the tram buckets and sent to the mill down the mountain.
Probably almost 2 inches thick. Wow, there's a lot up here.
The empty ascending tramway buckets carried supplies and employees at shift change.
Basement of the mill.
In 1941, capacity increased to 200 tons daily. The company also milled ores from the neighboring Canty and Good Hope mines.
Open it to the other side. Yeah, that's the handle there, probably. Guessing. Alright, just made our way down this hill here. And we're now at the bottom part of the mill.
The concentrate was trucked to the Vancouver, Victoria, and Eastern Railway yards in Hedley. From there, the Great Northern Railway transported the product to the Tacoma, Washington smelter.
Oh yeah, look at that. Holy cow. Wow. You guys can see that. Okay. Garbage pile. Lots of cans and buckets.
Unfortunately, wartime labor shortages forced the closing of the mill from September 1943 until March 1944. The mill reopened and operated for another 5 years, but in 1949, the known pockets had been cleaned out. The remaining ones were either too expensive to reach or too low in values. After 13 years of operating under difficult conditions, the Mascot closed. All the useful equipment was removed. The buildings were abandoned. During its brief history, the Mascot produced over 682,000 tons of ore. They mined 8 tons of gold, worth over $8 million.
Alrighty guys, we've explored all we want to down here. We're gonna continue up the mountain here and hopefully find the lower adit to the Mascot mines. So we'll see you guys when we get there. So pretty much at the trestle that we've been hiking up to. You can see it right up there. This is their waste rock pile, I believe. And this is maybe where there was a tram tower on this cement foundation here. I don't think this is an ore bucket because it's definitely too small. But this handle would go up and over, and they would be able to latch that on to something. So maybe it was just for bringing down tools or something. Through the trees here, you can see part of the trestle And I kind of thought that this trestle here was just for the lower adit. And, but I don't know if this is where Mascot would, the aerial tram would stop. And then it would keep going down, kind of like at Hedley, like the long tram line. But we're basically here. I think we got one more switchback to go. And we'll be up. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Pretty cool. And the adit should just be up there. I think just a little bit to the right there. So let's get up there and go check it out. Right away, pretty big portal entrance. So this adit is an incline. In the reports, they don't really mention this one at all. Our friend Ben kind of helped and point us in the right direction to get to this. He has explored it, and he says, I think it goes up about 1,000 feet. I can't see too much. Right away, it's got the stairs on the side, which is really cool. Big adit. This is probably almost 20 feet wide. 8 to 10 feet high. Huge timbers. Fairly stable rock. It's looking out. Chyanne's just getting her gear on. So let's get on inside and go explore this mine. Very cool. Fairly steep. Not so sure if this is, but maybe like 35, 45 degrees. We got some big ventilation pipe beside us here. The flashlight is working really good. We got a little bit of drift here to our right, but it's just a short one. Very solid rock, not much for collapse. There's a little hook in the wall there. It's probably some air line. Top of a bucket or a barrel, sorry. All right, turning around. Kind of might help show how steep it is. It's me holding the phone level in the angle. On the other side of the adit, you can see some of the air line, and maybe one's air, one's water. Pretty easy going. Can up here. Don't see any markings on it. Looks like we're coming up to some cabling. Oh, and there might be a skip cart here. Bringing up supplies and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. You can see where they would hook it on. You can see some of the cable that was still attached to it. Looks like a big toboggan. Little back compartment there. It's pretty neat, eh? It's got the hooks on the back side. Or I could pull it back up again. It's steep, that's for sure. Can't believe how big it is. So that's the portal entrance. We're probably at least 100 feet in. Turning back around. Would have been really neat to see the stairs back in its heyday. Looks like it gets a little bit steeper up here. There you go, you can see the timbers are just rotten, just falling apart. It's a super hot day, so this is actually really refreshing. Not too cold, but with such a big adit, I'm sure that with such a big opening, it gets quite the fresh air and fluctuates with temperatures. Whoa. Slippery section. Coming up to some more supports up there. But that would have just been for the stairs. And it keeps going. I can't see the top yet. We might have another little drift to the right there again. Maybe these are like little safety bays, but I think the staircase would be a safety bay itself. Probably once upon a time, that's where the air line and water line were hung. They're on both sides, so the ventilation pipe would have been up too. See one right there. Yeah, it might have another little right-hand branch. We know they don't go anywhere, but we'll see. I think that's just a little pocket. I think just more timber supports up here. Here's another hook in the wall. Pretty neat. A little bit of the vein there. That light might be too bright. Yeah, too bright. Okay, turning back around. There's something buried under here. Oh, It's another sugar container, a golden syrup from Vancouver. That's really neat. That's in really good shape too. Wow. Vancouver, BC. That's really neat. Look at that, Chyanne. Look how good a shape that is in. It kind of looks like the one that we saw in, I think that was Victoria Mine. Hidden underneath there. Who knows what's underneath some of this wood? It's kind of funny how often you see like sugar cans and stuff like that, syrup cans in these mines. It's like that was an energy drinks. Anything just to give you that little burst of energy. Just seeing if I can see anything else. So steep. Imagine walking up this every day. Like Jeff Williams always says, why go to the gym when you could be a miner? Yeah, in this case, a mine explorer. Sorry, sweetie. This looks like kind of like a little switch here. Maybe. Or was a switch. Kind of narrows out up there, so I'm guessing probably getting close to the end. There might be a piece of drill steel there, not so sure. Whoa. Pretty easy going until you step on a cross tie here and slip. Would have been really neat to see the tracks. Some of these nails are definitely old too. Look like they've been forged by a blacksmith. Handmade. Starting to get a little bit foggy up here. You okay back there? This is like climbing a mountain, but inside a mountain. Just straight shot. I don't know if the stairs would have been any easier because you would have had to lift your leg that much more. Getting kind of misty in here, so it's hard to see. When you think you're getting to the end, it's not. Oh, we got a little piece of dynamite box here. Was really not expecting to see that. See what's on the other side of this railing. No markings, I don't think. No. That flickering you got, oh, there's more of the dynamite box right there. That flickering you're seeing on the camera is the headlamp. Kind of seems like if I don't have it pointed in the right direction, it kind kind of makes it flicker, which is kind of weird. Maybe coming up to another little drift here. I've noticed that the first two, one was labeled 1, 2, and now this one up here has a 3. Careful, you. There is a piece of drill steel here. See the end there.
Stairs don't work.
Does have the hole in the end, so it is a newer one for water to come out. That might be a powder tamping rod right there. Shoving the dynamite or packing the powder. Yeah, another little pocket here. This one's a little bit bigger. It's got a little mini ladder. Yeah, I'm not so sure for what. It was just when they were hanging up the airlines and stuff like that. This is probably the biggest one. Or maybe when they're setting up the drills and stuff. Little piece of a dynamite box here. A couple pieces. That one looks a little drier. Might have name on the side. No. You can see a little bit of the outline. Good old ladder. Some wedges. Some broken timbers. I walked over a little bit of a dynamite box there. Piece of tin. There is a little bit of some writing on this board, but I don't see what it says. Oh, there's a little bit more there. Flip that over. So you can't read what it says there. So there was power here, because that's an electrical box for the lights probably.
You see it says something on it?
Yeah, I couldn't read it. I thought maybe one word.
It says Hedley on it.
Oh, really?
It says Hedley.
Kind of show you looking back our progress. We might be 716 feet in, if that's what that number is indicating. Yeah, 715. So for such a big entrance, that's definitely getting smaller. See a little bit of a sparkle kind of in this brown spot here. So I can zoom right in on that. Of course it's not going to show up on camera. Oh, there we go. Maybe some of the, I might be able to see it in here. Here we go. Sorry guys, my hands are shaking here. Forgot our sandwich down at the truck. But let's continue on and get to the top.
You can see the quartz vein going into that little pocket. Circles its way around and comes back out. And it's pretty big in that section there. And then it peters off again and turns into just about a foot in diameter.
Oh, there's definitely a little pocket somebody was doing some prospecting in. Don't know if that's an old cigarette or a newer one. We're definitely digging there though. And up in here. Little pocket there. A little bit there. Right in the corner there too. Got another little pocket to our left here. That looks older, but maybe somebody was climbing up there and doing some digging. Still going. I don't know what this is over here. Oh, maybe this was an electrical box. Yeah, or something. Don't know what that is actually. It's got like a copper fitting, maybe for a wire to ground it out or something. You can see the blue there. I don't know what that's going to show. Or the green. This looks like this was a light fixture that would have hung from one of the cables up top. That's pretty neat. Okay, coming up to drift number 4. Oh, we got a core sample box here with what looks to be some newer surveying marks. Some cloth here. Some, I'll say rubber, maybe for raincoat type thing. Sorry for the huffing and puffing. It is steep. But that's it for this pocket. You can see where they've done some diamond drilling. Okay. The further we go, the drier it's getting, but you can see the mold.
Here's a glove that says mine on it.
Really?
So this looks like a glove of some sort. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like it says miner on it. Can't see what else. I wear glasses, so that's not helping. Might say Canada. Let me just see here.
Chyanne's just filming that, what she found there. If you don't take your time, you miss some of these things. And I'm sure when the miners were hustling up and down these stairs, they would drop some things. Another piece of dynamite box. Another piece underneath the stairs there.
I don't know if those are stalactites or wedges.
Well, while we're climbing here, just want to say thank you to and everybody who is subscribed to our channel and who continue to support us by watching and giving us a thumbs up and commenting. We really appreciate everybody. We would have never thought that we would be here, and it's all thanks to and viewers like you. Very moldy up here.
This kind of gives you a better idea of the angle we're on.
It's really funny. Chyanne's maybe 75 feet behind me because she's taking pictures and whatnot for our Instagram and our community page. But her voice sounds like she's basically right at the bottom of the adit, which is really weird. So, no vibration or echo. You only can really hear an echo when you go into these little drifts here. So that's the top. That's probably where all the pulley system was. We're at drift number 5. Little platform here. Some electrical cables. They repurposed a lot of drill steel to hang the wires, or sorry, the piping, pardon me. Oh, some old gloves. Some brackets. A grease container, some cloths. This was maybe a little workstation. Some newer items in here. Like this red cup here. Again, whoever in litters and these beautiful historic places, stop doing it. This is kind of a big part. Sorry, camera. This is another reason why mine owners are closing these things down, because, you know, when you come up here and leave all your garbage, well, they have to do something about it, because if the ministry comes, they want them to clean it all up. And also it leaves evidence that, hey, there's people coming up here. So, okay, now we're getting into the airline goes from the metal to the rubber. And wow, this is neat. Running low on battery here. Sorry. Gotta run high here. Got about 20% left. So I won't be able to take some pictures if there is. Oh, there's the big pulley wheel and stuff for the cable. And some track. That's really neat. There's some grease cans here. Texaco. That's neat. Sorry, guys. And there's an aerosol can there. Some wires. Some rubber gloves. But it does keep going, but it's not too much further than this. So this is quite the, it's kind of like the carts would roll right up to here, and then they would, this probably slid maybe at one point in time, this whole unit. I'm not 100% sure, because that kind of looks like where they would, from up top, bring the ore carts, and then just dump their ore there. That's really neat. Big platform, and it definitely just stops there. But you can get a closer view of the pulley here. That's really neat. Wow. The tracks were wide, definitely over 2 feet. Very slippery here. Another sugar can. Few chunks of dynamite boxes, but yeah, this was definitely where they would dump the ore. Kind of looks like it would come in here, that would tip up, slide forward and dump in. There's Chyanne coming. That's really neat. Got an old pail here, kind of like the same ones we saw down at the mill site. Might as well go all the way to the top. There's a hunk of ladder. Not so sure what they have that for, but again, maybe just for hooking up piping and stuff like that. It'd be horrible to get all the way up here and then not be able to film the last little bit of it. But I think this is where all the stairs and stuff would have stopped. See the airline here I'm walking over top of. Very slippery. Ooh. Steeper here. Got a switch here for either the water. I think that says Joy. It does. Some airline. This is very steep here. The very top. Oh, and frick, does this go down? Okay. Nope, but that's it. Got a little spring coming out of there. Very sulfur smelling up here. Surveying marks. That says Geo or G, either Geo or Jed D66. I don't know if this is supposed to be April 1966. That is, looks like a little bit older writing. On this side, it says KMLP. So I don't know if that would mean a kilometer, but that's it. So we're gonna hike on down, guys, and we'll see you outside. Oh, the GoPro was still here, so that's good. Let's go make sure everything else is still here. Oh, that's probably a geocache.
Congratulations, Rita Trevitt, Tyler Haskell,
Princeton,
Judson Long, Jessica Jewell,
2021.
2021. Is there a pen in there? Maybe.
Right, Adventures R Us. Well, guys, that's our adventure for today. We just want to say a special thank you to all of our new subscribers that have recently joined us. Everyone who comments, who gives us a thumbs up, thumbs down, we appreciate everybody. Thanks for coming along on this adventure. If you haven't subscribed, it is free, so hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell beside it. So then you are notified when a new video is uploaded. So until next time, take care of yourself, have a great week, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.